Before I start this podcast, please notice that this is a side story of how I've got my diverse backgrounds and interests. So you can skip it if you don't have time, and it's just for fun. Thank you. So, where do I begin with? Actually, I'm just confused whether to go for the standard introduce yourself interview story I'm used to tell every time, or shall I just improvise? How about we try something new and test my storytelling and writing style? How about 5 chapters? Alright, why not? Let's start with chapter 1. A kid with excellent grades. So Egyptian. Let me flash back into the history of myself. When I first met my primary school crush, wait, no, not that part. It has all started when I've realized that I'm actually here in this life, having a family, having responsibilities. It was all limited to going to school, excellent scores, and repeat. Since I was a child, I thought everything revolves around grades and school subjects, as every other Egyptian traditional family. I've never known what I should have been doing or teaching myself, at least yet. Chapter 2. Logic is so easy. So, fortunately, my family was clever in using computers, thanks to Allah and then my dad. He brought us a computer when it was rare to have one. Thus grew the love for computers inside me, and I've got attached to it. After I've grown up in middle school, somehow things happened fast and I got enrolled in a programming class which was so amazing at a time. It was a HTML basic class, and by the end of it, we were able to create whole sites with basic navigation designs and colors. Somehow as well, I was able to complete another class about Visual Basic. It was way more advanced than the HTML one. We were able to build programs from nothing and watch it work smoothly. Talking about it just inspires and ignites the flames of coding excitation inside me. By the end of this chapter, a great part of me has been generated and confirmed, which is my love for logic, coding, and programming stuff. Chapter 2. Machines are cool. Meanwhile, by the end of middle school phase, my dad has all the you've met my dad in chapter 1, but I've never introduced my dad to you yet. My father, Allah bless him with every good, is a mechanical engineer. He was born in a small village so far away south of Egypt called Beit Daoud, which is literally translated to the house of Daoud. Maybe Daoud is the great father of this village. Anyways, although he was born in poverty, his mother, Allah bless her, comfort her, and reward her with Jannah, inshallah, made sure to save every penny to teach her son. Literally, she was doing a miracle by the help of Allah. So he was able to get into engineering faculty, things led to mechanical engineering, everything happened too quickly, and now he has been working for a lot of years in Giza government. So, as I was saying, he wanted to be his own boss, and he started a machinery workshop. He took me with him sometimes, and man oh man, I loved every part of metal I saw. Literally with all my senses, I loved those machine parts that was all working together, performing one task in harmony. Literally,
Stop!
that work piece. Just kidding. But the beauty of engineering and art was always breathtaking for me. That's where I started learning engineering drawings and getting attached to mechanical engineering, machines and design. And so I decided to enter Faculty of Engineering, the Mechanical Design and Production Department. By the fate of Allah, I made it to Faculty of Engineering, Cairo University, and after a preparatory year there, I've enrolled into the Mechanical Design and Production Department. I didn't have to think about it for a second, I was so prepared. Although my second choice in faculties was computer science, as you've known what my first interest was. But engineers got me good, man. By the help of my father, I was able to enter a very competitive field where engineers freelance for market sellers, doing what's called offline freelancing to design and manufacture their products. And thanks to Allah, then my father and brother, my brother is also a mechanical engineer, he teaches me. I was able to master CAD, drawing, and get a monthly profit no one could have gotten even after graduation. Chapter 3, Entrepreneurship. So in a normal day at home, normal time wasting on Facebook, I viewed a video. It was the first time I see content like this. It was from a famous guy called Ty Lopez, and I'm sure you've heard about him by now. He's a great entrepreneur in my opinion. He strives for success. Not only that, but he also gives great tutorials on some main ideas of his viewpoint on how to success as an entrepreneur. In this video, it was the first time I've heard this complicated word, entrepreneurship. It's too long to be memorized, yet the meaning contains intelligence and decision swiftness leading to exponential success. And guys, you don't know, when I see exponential success, I love it. And so has begun my journey to entrepreneurship and success. I've also had this great idea of disruption that I'm still working on, by the way. We might talk about it later. It's a revolutionary business idea that digitizes the manufacturing industry in Egypt and maybe in the whole world. That's where that branch of my life grew, and I've started having projects that I dreamed to achieve one day and push them to light. Chapter 4, Industrial Engineering. Back to engineering, I'm not gonna lie, I loved my department subjects, but I found it too detailed, too divergent, not focused, thus too weak for the market. That was my opinion. I held that opinion, another great factor which is my inconsistency, but we will talk about consistency in a whole other posts or podcasts because it's so important for me. That'll have resulted in a loss of passion in studying, and my grades stopped at good scale until the end of third year of college. By the end of that year, I was able to attend a big event made by a great student activity called Via Club, which is recommended for anyone who looks for a good student activity, by the way. That event had a lot of speakers from multiple multinational companies. I didn't even know what a multinational company is at the time. There, I've discovered a whole new world of mechanical engineering, which is industrial engineering. It's basically managing the manufacturing process in the best way possible, and I got hooked into it. My efforts started shifting from CAD and offline freelancing to internships and how could I enroll in one of these multinational companies so I can work in one when I graduate. And thanks to Allah, I was able to achieve that goal, but we won't go into details, at least not now. Chapter 5. Let's freaking go, gamers. Okay, that's not cringe, stop. You might not believe it, but I can swear that at least 33.3% of my life was spent on games. I was a hardcore gamer, dived into the deepest details, watched hours of videos to learn about the game I liked and to achieve the highest ranks in it. Though I don't regret it, actually for the concept of not regretting the past, because the past is what have made us our present self. So who knows, if my life hasn't been like this, maybe it could have been worse. Or not. But I'm glad I'm the person I am right now. And I'm always expecting more from myself. You might be wondering, what does this have to do with my interests? Anyways, I'll tell you. Playing games forced me to watch a lot of YouTube, since seeing channels and persons there inspired me to be one day like them, especially with the fact that there is no Egyptian people who has their same position on YouTube. So I thought, hey, why not be the first one to achieve such a thing? But I didn't walk that road until the end. I stopped and cancelled every goal related to gaming for some reasons I won't be telling at this moment, maybe later. But the point is, I kept the dream of having a YouTube channel alive and made an educational channel that has some CAD tutorials I've learned from my brother and father, and I'm looking to add more of it. Actually, you'll be hearing this podcast on this channel, so if you want to support me, you can You know what you have to do. I know you want me to say, but I'm not gonna say it. So that brings the last and final interest I have in the list, which is social media and content creation. Alright guys, that was it for this podcast, I guess. If you want to hear more stories like this, just please tell me in the comments here in the video or in the plug or on Facebook, anywhere. I'll be there. And thanks for listening.